Hey learners, welcome back to Edu Intern Voyage. Your learning journey starts.
Good evening students. In the video நம்ம Unit 2 தான் பார்க்க போறோம், Planning and Decision Making.
8. Management by Objectives, MBO. Management by Objectives, MBO, is a systematic and modern management technique introduced by Peter F. Drucker. It is a participative approach where managers and employees jointly set goals, define responsibilities, and evaluate performance based on results. MBO focuses on achieving organizational objectives through proper coordination and mutual commitment. It improves efficiency, communication, and motivation. Features of MBO. Goal setting. Both managers and employees set goals together. Participation. Employees take part in planning and decision making. Clarity of roles. Everyone knows their duties and expected results. Continuous review. Regular monitoring ensures progress. Result-oriented, focuses more on output rather than effort. Process of MBO. 1. Setting organizational goals. The top management sets overall goals for the organization. These goals act as the foundation for departmental and individual objectives. 2. Setting departmental and individual objectives. Objectives are divided and assigned to departments, teams, and employees. The goals must be SMART specific, measurable, achievable, realistic, and time-bound. 3. Developing action plans. Employees and managers jointly decide on the methods, strategies, and resources required to achieve their goals. 4. Implementing the action plans. Employees perform their assigned tasks. Managers provide guidance, resources, and support whenever required. 5. Monitoring progress. Regular meetings and reviews are conducted. Progress is measured and compared with the set objectives. Any deviation is discussed and corrected. 6. Performance evaluation. At the end of the period, employees' performance is evaluated based on the achievement of objectives. Rewards, promotions, and development decisions are taken accordingly. Benefits of MBO. Improves motivation because employees are involved in goal setting. Enhances communication between managers and employees. Increases efficiency through clear targets. Improves coordination among all levels. Provides a fair performance appraisal based on results. Encourages personal development and responsibility. Limitations of MBO. Time-consuming process. May fail if goals are unrealistic or unclear. Requires full cooperation from managers and employees. Focus on results may ignore creativity and long-term development. Conclusion. MBO is an effective system that aligns individual goals with organizational objectives. It promotes clarity, accountability, and continuous improvement. When properly implemented, it enhances productivity, motivation, and organizational success. 9. What are the characteristics of decision making? Meaning of decision making. Decision making refers to the process of choosing the most suitable alternative from available choices after analyzing the situation. It requires judgment, experience, knowledge, logic, and sometimes intuition. It is a continuous process because managers face different problems and opportunities every day. Characteristics of decision making. 1. Goal-oriented. Decisions are always made to achieve specific organizational objectives. They provide direction and purpose. 2. Continuous process. Decision making does not end after one choice. Managers must take decisions regularly as situations change constantly. 3. Based on alternatives. A decision is required only when there are multiple options to choose from. Managers evaluate different alternatives before selecting the best one. 4. Rational and logical. A good decision is based on facts, data, analysis, and reasoning rather than guesswork or assumptions. 5. Involves choice. Decision making means selecting one alternative and rejecting others. This choice influences the future actions of the organization. 6. Influenced by environment. Decisions must consider external factors like economic conditions, competitors, technology, and government policies. 7. Responsibility and accountability. Managers are responsible for their decisions. The success or failure of decisions directly affects their performance. 10. What are the importance of decision making? 1. Foundation of management. All managerial functions such as planning, organizing, staffing, directing and controlling depend on effective decision making. 2. Helps in problem solving. Decision making provides solutions to organizational problems by identifying causes and selecting the right action. 3. Improves efficiency. Good decisions help in optimum utilization of resources and reduce wastage. 4. Facilitates growth. Right decisions regarding investment, expansion and innovation lead to organizational development. 5. Ensures adaptability. Decision making helps managers respond quickly to environmental changes and new challenges. Conclusion. Decision making is a vital managerial function that determines the success of an organization. A systematic and rational approach to decision making improves the quality of managerial actions and helps achieve organizational goals effectively. It is therefore considered the core of all management activities. 11. Types of decision making. Decision making is an essential managerial function, and managers face different types of decisions based on the nature of the problem, urgency, importance, and level of management. Understanding the types of decision making helps managers choose the best approach for various situations. The major types of decision making are explained below. 1. Programmed decisions. Programmed decisions are routine and repetitive. They are made for well-structured problems where guidelines, rules and procedures already exist. Examples include granting leave, ordering raw materials, or handling customer complaints. These decisions require less analysis because the solutions are predetermined. 2. Non-programmed decisions. Non-programmed decisions are new, unstructured and require careful analysis. They deal with unusual or unexpected problems such as launching a new product, entering a foreign market, or handling a sudden financial crisis. These decisions demand creativity, judgment, and experience. 3. Strategic decisions. Strategic decisions are long-term and taken by top management. They have a major impact on the organization's direction and future growth. Examples include diversification, mergers, acquisitions, and expansion plans. These decisions involve high risk and require detailed forecasting. 4. Tactical decisions. Tactical decisions are made by middle management. They support strategic decisions by allocating resources and coordinating departmental activities. Examples include pricing strategies, production planning, and marketing campaigns. Tactical decisions are medium-term in nature. 5. Operational decisions. Operational decisions are short-term and made by lower-level managers and supervisors. They focus on day-to-day activities such as scheduling work, assigning duties, and managing stock. These decisions ensure smooth functioning of daily operations. 6. Individual decisions. Individual decisions are taken by a single manager. They are used when problems are simple and quick decisions are needed. This type of decision making is common in small organizations or routine situations. 7. Group decisions. Group decisions are made collectively by a team. Group decision making brings different viewpoints and expertise together, which leads to better quality decisions. Methods such as meetings, brainstorming, and committees are used. However, group decisions require more time. 8. Routine decisions. Routine decisions follow established rules and procedures. They require little thought because similar decisions have been made before. Examples include approving overtime or restocking materials. 9. Policy decisions. Policy decisions are broad guidelines set by top management. They influence all future decisions and ensure consistency. Examples include HR policies, credit policies, and safety policies. Conclusion. Managers must use different types of decision making depending on the nature of the problem and the level of management involved. Understanding these types helps in selecting the right approach, improving efficiency, and achieving organizational goals effectively. 12. Steps in decision making. Decision making is a systematic and logical process that helps managers choose the best course of action from available alternatives. A good decision requires careful analysis, evaluation, and judgment. The following are the major steps involved in the decision making process. 1. Identifying the problem. The first step is to clearly identify and define the problem. A decision is needed only when there is a gap between the actual situation and the desired condition. Accurate problem identification prevents confusion and ensures effective solutions. 2. Gathering information. Once the problem is identified, the next step is to collect relevant information. This includes internal data such as reports, employee feedback, and financial records, as well as external data like market trends, competitors, technology, and government policies. More information leads to better decisions. 3. Identifying alternatives. There is always more than one way to solve a problem. Managers must list all possible alternatives. These alternatives may come from experience, brainstorming, past records, or expert advice. 4. Evaluating alternatives. Each alternative must be analyzed based on cost, time, resources, risk, feasibility, and expected results. Managers compare the advantages and disadvantages of each option. This step requires rational thinking and sound judgment. 5. Selecting the best alternative. After evaluating all options, the most suitable alternative is chosen. The best decision is the one that offers maximum benefits with minimum risk. It should align with organizational goals and available resources. 6. Implementing the decision. Once the decision is finalized, it must be put into action. Implementation requires assigning responsibilities, providing resources, communicating the decision, and coordinating activities. Without proper implementation, even the best decisions may fail. 7. Monitoring and reviewing the decision. The final step is to monitor the results of the decision. Managers compare actual outcomes with expected results. If there are deviations or problems, necessary corrective actions are taken. Continuous review helps in improving future decisions. Conclusion. Decision-making is an essential managerial function that requires careful thinking, planning, and analysis. By following these steps, managers can reduce uncertainty, solve problems more effectively, utilize resources efficiently, and contribute to organizational success. Proper decision-making leads to better performance, higher productivity, and improved growth. 13. What is meant by forecasting and its characteristics? Meaning of forecasting. Forecasting refers to the systematic process of estimating future developments using available data, statistical tools, judgment, and experience. It helps managers know what is likely to happen in the future so that they can prepare appropriate strategies. Forecasting reduces uncertainty and guides organizations in achieving goals effectively. Characteristics of forecasting. 1. Future-oriented. Forecasting deals with predicting future events. It provides a vision of what may happen in the coming days, months, or years. 2. Based on data. Forecasting relies on past records, market trends, statistical analysis, and research. Accurate data improves the reliability of predictions. 3. Scientific and systematic. Forecasting follows a scientific approach using methods such as trend analysis, regression, surveys, and expert opinions. 4. Helps in decision making. Forecasting supports managerial decisions related to production, sales, finance, manpower, and marketing. 5. Reduces uncertainty. Though it cannot eliminate uncertainty completely, forecasting helps prepare for unexpected changes and challenges. 14. What are the types of forecasting and its important? 1. Qualitative forecasting. This method is based on judgment, intuition, and expert opinions. Examples include Delphi technique, market surveys, expert committees. Qualitative forecasting is helpful when numerical data is not available. 2. Quantitative forecasting. This method uses statistical and mathematical models. Examples include time series analysis, trend projection, regression analysis. These methods provide more reliable and measurable predictions. Importance of forecasting. 1. Helps in planning. Forecasting provides the basis for planning production, budgeting, staffing, and resource allocation. 2. Supports decision making. Managers make informed decisions regarding investments, expansion, pricing, and inventory management. 3. Minimizes risks. By predicting future trends, forecasting reduces the risk of loss and prepares organizations for uncertainty. 4. Improves coordination. Forecasting aligns the activities of various departments by giving them a common future-oriented direction. 5. Enhances efficiency. Better forecasting leads to optimum use of resources and avoids wastage. Conclusion. Forecasting plays a vital role in modern management. It helps organizations understand future conditions, reduce risks, and make effective plans. With accurate forecasting, managers can ensure stability, growth, and long-term success.
If you are a BCom student who wants simple, clear, and reliable study content, subscribe to Edu Intern Voyage, like the videos, and start your learning journey today.